So, in true procrastination queen fashion, I was like, well, I could probably knock this out real quick, right? They have been flying off the shelves, which is crazy to say. And I am more grateful than anybody you can imagine that I was done with DTF. DTF is stupid, sublimation for life, you know, hashtag sublimation gang, all of that. Good morning, good morning. My name is Sharita, owner of Blank Space Designs, and over on this channel, we get into all the behind the scenes shenanigans of being a 9 to 5 corporate girly who is also attempting to grow her boutique stationery and gift shop. Welcome or welcome back. This week, we're going to jump into a pretty typical day in the life of running my small business while also working my full-time job. Like most anxious and insomnia-ridden girlies who don't get enough rest, nutrients, or sustenance, we definitely start our day with coffee. And there is no exception this morning as I prepare my overly sugared and overly creamed and definitely overly caffeinated 1800 calorie hot latte. Now that we have our coffee, let's get started. Late last night, I received an Etsy order from a returning customer. Thanks, Christine. Appreciate you forever. So, we are going to make a quick post office run and get Christine's order in the mail. I have mentioned this a couple of times in the past, but for those who may not know or remember, I am a financial analyst. My big girl corporate job is basically telling a company of 500 plus the money they can and cannot spend. I shout into the void about all the expenses that we need to make sure that we stay on top of, and those 500 plus people ignore me on a daily basis. I rounded out the day with a quick gym run, which between me and you is not normally typical for me, but I'm attempting to get better at it. So I just went and knocked out a quick mile just so I can write it off my to-do list. Made myself a quick salmon bowl that I have been absolutely obsessed with lately. It looks very simple, so filling, so delicious. I'm sure I'll be obsessed with it for the next 3 months. And then continued on with my big girl job, sending my emails and answering the same question over and over and over again before we get into the real fun. Would I be Sharita of Blank Space Designs if I didn't write a to-do list and then completely disregard that to-do list? I had a lot of things to get done today. And one thing that was not on the list was doing some sticker product photography. I made a crap ton of stickers yesterday because I dropped new stickers. So there's that. Yay. And I also needed to re-up the retail space with a bunch of different things. So I made a bunch of new stickers and a bunch of magnets, which currently I only stock in the physical retail space. I don't know about putting it on the site yet because they tend not to do well on the site, but well, whatever, we'll talk about that later. But as I was putting all my labels on, I realized that I did not do the photography last night like I was supposed to. And I'm dropping these off in the morning. So, in true procrastination queen fashion, I was like, well, I could probably knock this out real quick, right? Right? Okay, yeah. So, added to the list is some quick product photography of, I don't know, this might be 10 different stickers because I'm really trying to move away from mock-up photography, like the fake, not really fake, you know what I mean, but doing more IRL photography. I just like the way it looks better. But here I am already procrastinating, talking too much. Let's get into it. Let's do some quick photography so I can move on to my real list. Let's rock. I'll tell you one thing that has been great about the evolution of smartphones, the ability to do a video like this so I can show some of the process and then be able to do a click a button and do a photo still of the video. So good. So good. If you are an old lady like myself, you probably know, well, I'm sure you know that that wasn't an option in the past. You would have to like go and grab a still from the video itself, which isn't the worst thing ever, but it's just an extra step. And now I can just click a button while actively filming and get whatever it is that I need. Let's see. So I have a bunch of books from the library that I thought the covers were cute. So we're going to just grab a few covers and do this. I'll do this one. That might be a little busier than I want it to be. Let's do this for a second. And that's it. I'm looking at my camera. It says 16 minutes and 42 seconds. So not shabby. Not the best work ever, but that's where editing is going to come in for these photos. I just couldn't let the opportunity to get some photos done, especially when I had so many of these stickers on hand. I would have regretted dropping all these off and not taking any photos at all. All right, all right. I think it's time to get started on making these glass cups to be dropped off in the morning. I did reorder some DTF decals. Guys, I put just 6 glass cups in the retail space, and all 6 were gone with less than a week, which is mind boggling to me. I did not think it was going to have that type of, I just didn't think people were going to like it like that. I've also sold quite a few of the Ghost Cup. I don't have it here, but quite a few of the Ghost Cup. I'll put a picture somewhere right here on my site as well. People love that Cozy Boo coffee Ghost Cup, and I don't blame you. I love them too. Not even like a real Halloween person, not even really like a spooky person. I'm actually a very scary, wary, big old baby when it comes to a lot of spooks. However, I love that stupid ghost. He is so friggin' adorable, and I have every intention of having him available in different type of ways across all the seasons. But I need to restock. I actually got an email from the store yesterday asking me when I was coming back in to put more cups because they have been flying off the shelves, which is crazy to say. And I am more grateful than anybody you can imagine. Anyways, so we're going to start with the DTF decals. And if you watched my previous video or the one before that or something, you will know that I struggled mightily with these DTF decals on these cups. And some of you had some great feedback and some suggestions about just using the frosted cups and liking the look of that. And I appreciate y'all so much for, first of all, listening to my rambling and complaining and squealing about frosted versus clear cups, but also letting me know what your preference is. I appreciate that. And I'm absolutely going to lean more into the frosted. And I resized the decals. Somebody had a great suggestion about doing that. I will say, though, one thing that I got suggested on Instagram, someone was telling me not to attempt to do it all in one go. She sent me a video of how there are lots of people who just cut them in sections and then apply them in sections. And that is such a common sense way to do this that would have never dawned on me. Or it would have dawned on me 4 years from now. And I would have been so pissed that I had been struggling for 4 years trying to do this all at one time. So for some of these, especially this one, because this one was giving me such a hard time, I'm absolutely going to do this in sections that make sense and attempt to lay these down better. Yeah, so that's where we are. We're going to do the DTF ones first, since these are the ones that are probably going to upset me the most. Yeah, let's not claim that already. We're going to do these first because they're going to be straightforward. It's going to be great. Everything's going to be awesome when it comes to the DTF on the glass cups this time. And then we'll do the sublimation ones a little bit later this evening. Do all the packaging for them, and they will be on the shelves in the retail space tomorrow morning. And hopefully these will go just as quickly. I am so happy about this. Let's see, we are halfway through September, and I am set already to hit a record month in sales in that retail space that I've only been in for maybe about 6 months now. And it is just mind boggling, first of all, that people like anything that I create. I've been doing this for years, and it still makes me giggle that anybody watches me, anybody buys me, anybody's interested in any of the silly stuff that I ever put out. Because as I've said in the past, I truly just offer stuff that makes me laugh and giggle. And apparently it makes y'all laugh and giggle too. And I love that for us. So let's forge ahead. I finally finished up some of my corporate things. There's still 1 or 2 things I want to knock off the list. So I want to make sure that I still make time for, the 9 to 5 that pays my health insurance. Want to make sure that I knock a couple of those things out before the evening ends. But enough rambling. I'm pretty sure I'm procrastinating because I'm worried. Let's get started. That was so smooth. Like I'm almost speechless on how smooth that process was. That was so much easier than that first time I attempted to do the DTF decal. So the correct sizing, number one, which is a given. I made the decal a lot shorter, and that keeps it from going up on the lip on the curves on either ends. I am so pleased with this. So the sizing and cutting it in half worked so well. I went back to find the name of who told me this on Instagram. Natalie, you are my new best friend. That is just such a good idea. Such a good idea. Thank you for making that suggestion. It is so freaking pretty. I will say, even using the frosted, you still see a little bit of the white inside the back of the decal, which I know a silly thing, but whatever, it's fine. It's better than the clear. It's not as noticeable, but I like this so friggin' much. And I wish I had put a timer up to show how long this took. This took me no real time at all. And I truly was taking my time. Like I was burnishing this thing down. I wanted no issues. Oh, that's so cute. And I'm so excited about this because I had every intention of this being the last DTF decals that I bought if I couldn't figure this out. I'm not big on a whole lot of waste when it comes to trial and error. I am the give it up queen, to be quite honest. If I'm not able to figure it out in what I consider a timely fashion, then it's a wrap for me. It's just absolutely a wrap. And DTFs are not, they are not inexpensive. And I just did not want to spend, at least right now, hundreds of dollars trying to get this process down. Oh, this is a win. This is a crazy win for me, and I love it. This is so cute. What do y'all think? Count, count. Okay, let's do the other one. I'm not going to do this one only because I don't want to. That truly is what it comes down to. This was actually the very last one to sell in the shop. Like all of the other cups sold pretty quickly, and this one sat on the shelf for a couple of days. So I'm guessing that this one isn't going to be as popular as the others. So I'll restock one of them, but I did not buy a crap ton of cups. I only got 12, and it took a while for those to come. So let's move on to this one, only because of how big this is. I want to see, maybe should I cut it into 3 and attempt that? That's what we'll do. We'll cut it into 3 sections and lay them down in 3 different sections and really take our time with this one. Okay, let's go. Yep, yep. So good. So stinking good. I'm glad I decided to try this again. After the last video, I do believe I called a friend of mine and told her that I was done with DTF. DTF is stupid, sublimation for life, you know, hashtag sublimation gang, all of that. She loves DTFs. She loves DTF. She does a lot of DTF apparel. And she was telling me that, like I have said in previous videos, all about trial and error and finding the process that works for you and everything. So she was very encouraging. I ignored most of what she said and was going to I was going to give up. And then late one night, I went ahead and put in another order with Ninja Transfers just to try one last time. And I'm so glad I did. This is adorable and I love it. I will say, cutting it up this way did cause me to kind of put this heart on. Not in the way that I intended. I kind of wanted it askew, is how the actual, you probably can't even tell. It's so slight. Like this is kind of almost straight up and down while this is almost a little askew. It's very, very slight. Something that only I would notice, nobody else would notice, but love this. It went on so much better. And there is literally no issues with how this was applied at all. It's just so good. That I'm very excited about this. Okay, that's so good. So good. Still very much so into sublimation. I will say that. But there are some designs, mm, yikes, specifically things like this, where I do want the white to be a prominent part of the design, where sublimation isn't going to do that. It can't do that. So I would need to use DTF for any design where it's going to be any of these light colors or just straight up white. DTF is going to be the best for that. So, love it, love it, love it. I love it so much. I hope y'all do too. So good. So, what I'm going to do is knock out some more of these. So, I have 12 cups. I have one, two, three, four, five, six more of these. I don't think I intend on doing all of these because I do want to do some sublimation ones as well. So, I'm going to do, what am I going to do? Maybe three more of these. Is that what I'm going to do? Yes, I'm going to do another Screaming Silently, another Pink Ghost, and maybe one of the Pumpkin Spice era. And then I'm going to move on to sublimating my other designs. All in all, I think this is working out. I'm excited. Future editing Sharita here. And just looking back at these clips, I am just filled with so much just happiness that I decided to attempt to do this DTF um, decal on these glass cups again. When I say that I really had almost made up my mind to just scrap this whole thing, it just did not seem like something that I had the time and that I wanted to spend a crap ton of money into attempting to perfect. And I 100% did not want to put something like this out without perfecting it as much as possible. Of course, there's no such thing as perfection, blah, 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 whatever. But I definitely wanted it to be much better than what I was attempting to do the first time. So thanks for everybody for their suggestions again. Thanks to my homie who told me to attempt to try again because I had every intention of throwing the baby out with the bathwater. There's so much trial and error when you're running your own small business, even when it's not a product based business. I have had a service based business in the past, and it definitely is a lot of trial and error whenever you're doing anything for the first, second, third time. So I don't know why, at my big old age, I feel as though I should be great at something from the get go, but I do tend to deal with feelings of inadequacy whenever I'm dealing with something new. I'm not quite sure why. I'm still working on it. For this particular DTF issue here. I am so glad I didn't listen to myself because sometimes you just have to get out of your own way.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be way more patient. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed.
Everything is coming along. I have the fifth one in there. I ran out of butcher paper and I am not running out to Michael's to go get more. So I'm using a Teflon sheet, which I've never done before, but it shouldn't be a problem, right? The only thing that I've seen is that it seems to be sweating a little bit inside. So we'll see what effect that has. So one more after this and we will look at the results. All right, folks, it's a little bit of time later. I have been working quite a bit, printed out my tags, and have been tagging some of the cups that I made earlier, the decal ones. Someone bought me some spicy nuggets. I ate the nuggets, immediately hurt my stomach. So then I went and lay down from eating the spicy nuggets that I should not have eaten. I never should be eating the spicy nuggets. Anyway, we're back on my feet. And now we're going to start unwrapping some of these cups. Let's see here. These two are the main ones I am concerned about, only because, like I said earlier, I ran out of butcher paper and I had to use the Teflon sheet. It really shouldn't be an issue, but I've just never done it before. So, of course, I immediately decided that they failed. But let's go. Let's see how these looks. I always want to use this for some reason, but it absolutely scratches the coating on the frosted glass. So don't do that. Just use your nail or something. All right. Please do what I wanted you to do. And a friend of mine told me that that I wrap these cups as though I never want the sublimation paper to come off. And maybe she's correct. But I'm also never going to change. So that was just an unnecessary observation. Let's see here. Ugh, I hate that sound. Come on. Oh, And I think I'm right. Dang it. You, Shreddy, you haven't even unwrapped it yet. Let's unwrap it. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't think I like. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. No, maybe I'm not tripping. So it's not bad at all. And this is probably just my mind playing tricks on me. One second. It might be my mind playing tricks on me. It looks as though it's a little bit more muted than it normally is, or maybe I'm tripping. I'm going to have to compare it to the other one. Like I said, this is the one with the Teflon. It didn't ghost or anything, but I wouldn't do that again. It just looks a little bit more muted than normal. So this is the Teflon one. Let's do the one that's not Teflon. And that was just butcher paper, and see if there's truly a difference or if I'm imagining a problem when there is none. Like you're so close to me. Okay. So maybe I could uh not wrap them quite so ridiculously. There we go. Okay, I walked away for a second. And there's not a big difference. I think that's just me. No, there's not a big difference at all. No, there's not even not a big difference. There is no difference. There's no difference at all. So, in the places where it looks a little muted, it's just because the image itself is a little muted because the gingham is supposed to look a little worn in those places. So it worked. I still will probably just get what is that? I don't like that. Okay, that was just something on the cup, I guess. What is this on the cup? All right. So that's great. That is great. Let me get the tops. I've already gotten the tops together. So that's for that one. And here we go. And so the only thing that it is missing, the only thing that they are missing now are the care instructions that I just put inside the glass. I think I'm seeing things. The care instructions that I put inside the glass and just the price on the back that I will probably not do tonight because I'm tired and I want a ginger chew to continue to settle my stomach and to get in the bed and watch YouTube. But before I am able to do that, let's continue unwrapping. Let's go with my all-time favorite Ghost Cup. And this is the one that I have been selling the most of, that I have sold the most of so far. And I'm very happy about that because it is also my favorite. Okay. I'm always going to love this cup. It's just so good. Just so good. All of them need to be wiped down, but the cups are just so nice. So nice. And here you go. Here's the pumpkin. Very simple, but folks have loved it in the store. There's that one. And this last one is a new design that I decided to try kind of out of nowhere. I did some adjustments to it and changed the brightness and the saturation, all this other stuff, so that it could work, hopefully, as a sublimation because it was pretty light. But I'm hoping that this works because it is a very cute design. Doesn't really fall in line with any of the collection-based things that I've recently put out, but it's going to fall in line with something that I have that I'm thinking about dropping, a little girly collection. But I saw it, it called to me, and said, why not? Come on. It looked like it did a good job sublimating, just looking on the inside, but ooh, it did. Oh, this is adorable. Great, 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 great. I was worried that it wasn't going to come through like I wanted because of the lightness. I did a good job of adjusting the color and the temp and all that. Great. Oh my God, come off. Okay, maybe I should do something different about the amount of tape I'm using. And now there is this one. Look at how stinking cute this is. I love that so much. I might make another one of these. I only made one. I only made one this evening because I didn't know how it was going to come out. But I'm really, this came out so good. I think I'm going to make another one. I think I'm going to make another one. This came out so, 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 so good. I love it. So, I'm going to do that. So what I'm probably going to do for the rest of the evening, I am going to turn my press back on. I'm so glad I have the auto press. It takes so little time to heat up. I'm not going to have to wait 40 minutes for it to heat up to get started. I can get this cup pressed in literally the next 5 minutes, and this will be great. I'm going to print another one, get another one pressed. I am going to, what time is it? Yes, I need to do that. I'm going to do a little photo shoot for this one so it can go on the shop. And I think that might be it for today. I think that's it. I did a lot today. I think cleaning this office is going to wait until tomorrow. I think pricing them is going to wait until the morning because I don't intend on going to the store to drop this stuff off until after I've worked my corporate job a little bit tomorrow morning. So pricing is going to happen tomorrow. A very productive day. This was great. I'm happy with everything. But let's get to pressing this other one. I'll probably do that off camera and I'll be back. Let me know. How do y'all feel about this one? You like it? I love it. Great. As always, try your hardest to ignore the mess that I got going on in the background. The studio is still under makeover mode. That video will come out at some point in time. I'm just living in the midst of chaos at the moment. The rest of the day was spent answering comments on YouTube videos, answering emails, attempting to get a lot of my admin life together when it comes to the small business, and catching up on all of the small business blogs that I have let accumulate over the last couple of days. All in all, it was a pretty good day. I got a lot of things checked off my to-do list and even was able to attack some of the stuff, some of those peripheral things that's always kind of sort of on your list that you never get to, like product photography. Trying to balance all of the things required to run your small business while also doing a full-time job is not for everybody. I am sure that I probably wouldn't be able to do this if I had a ton of underage kids. Hell, I probably wouldn't be able to do it if I had one underage kid. But being in my early 40s and the one child I have also being a grown adult really just helps in my time management. There is no one that I'm picking up from preschool. I'm not having to meet a school bus. There's just all these other bits and pieces that a lot of small business owners might have to deal with that I just don't have in my life currently. So if that is you, kudos to you for being able to be your full-time mommy, full-time business owner, and full-time corporate girly as well. I'm going to spend the rest of my evening watching Bob's Burgers reruns and probably doom scrolling on Instagram. As always, thanks for rocking with me. I'll see you around the internet somewhere.